Man, what in the FUBU MTV Rockaware is this? I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm kind of messing with it. So he gonna have to show me some more, because as far as him putting out an album full of straight up Little John, Nelly type hits, I'm all for it, especially in the years that have passed when the popular music seemed to be, if you ain't caught about 30, 50 million bodies and rapped about it, you're not going to get popular. I'm so glad that there's somebody like Gelo to mix it up. Because if he starts a wave of just rapping about lavish lifestyles and not killing nobody, then I'm all for it. Because I don't know if y'all know, but a lot of your favorite rappers who rap about real events of them breaking the law are currently incarcerated or RP, passed away. So when it comes to Gelo and his ultimate rise to fame, well, not even rise to fame, this man's been famous. I mean, obviously, if y'all out of the loop as far as hoops, then y'all don't even know who this is. But Gelo is the oldest, I believe, as far as three brothers, and y'all obviously know the other brothers is LiAngelo Ball and LaMelo Ball. Now, interestingly enough, the reason why I bring their names up is not just to talk about him being the worst hooper out of the three, because of course, that's hating. I'm basically bringing them up to talk about how LiAngelo Ball had his own rap career to the point where he actually had some fire songs, in my opinion, but none of them blew up like this track Tweaker by his older brother, Gelo. Gelo's about 26, I believe. I forget how old Lonzo is. LaMelo is like a baby, but he's in the league. Shows you how nice he is. But technically, the reason why I bring up the brothers is because Lonzo and Lonzo helped write this track along with LiAngelo. If you go to the credits, it's right there for you to see. So if you didn't know that, now you know. Lonzo not only had a great rap career by him, well, I'm not gonna say great. Let's just say it was solid. I don't think he was putting out subpar music. I think he was actually a talented rapper. So this doesn't surprise me that he wrote for this track. Some of y'all may not know, but Lonzo, I think it was like ZO. I think that's what he went by or whatever. But anyways, he been rapping. So for him to have written this track or even have contributions to the point where he's credited as a writer makes sense. And then you realize that it's produced by LiAngelo Ball and then Born to Ball Music Group. I mean, this man, LeVar Ball, does it all. When he's not harassing Molly Quorum, Karam, I think that's how you say it. Whatever. The girl from First Take, whenever he's not harassing her, he out here making the most strategic, entrepreneur-like moves we've ever seen. Three brothers and they're all successful, and he told y'all so. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, all jokes aside, we're going to get into way more jokes because let me tell you something. This track is straight up phenomenal. When I tell you, going into the track, I was very, very pessimistic. I was like, there's no way this track could be that good, right? And then I heard an interesting tag on the track, and I was like, oh, okay, I've heard that tag before. And then I heard Gelo come on, and I've already seen the memes, so I'm kind of already brainwashed to know what the vibe is going to be. I've heard the snippets, but I haven't heard the full song. And then when I listened to the full song, he was carrying it. I ain't gonna lie, he was carrying it with the melodies. Not like super melody, you know, it wasn't super melodic, but basically as far as the way that he held certain notes, as far as the verses, like he was really delivering the lines that maybe he or Alonzo wrote. We don't know. Both of the names are written by. As far as the credits, it says Lonzo and it says LiAngelo. It doesn't say a percentage, so we don't know how much or how little LiAngelo or Lonzo wrote, right? So anyways, with that set to the side, there's no disputing the fact that he performed it in a way that lets you know that he's been doing this for a minute. He's been putting words together and rapping for a minute. This may just be the first time he popped out with it. And let me tell you something, he definitely, pun intended, is gonna have to show us some more, because a lot of people are messing with this Tweaker track, as not only does it bring back the 2000s vibe, not only is it more of a Manny Fresh or a Big Tymers type of track, the 2000s in hip hop is highly regarded. For people to give you that compliment to say your music could have released back then and be popular is a huge milestone in hip hop history. When I tell you old heads be hating like there's no tomorrow, everybody and the mama is giving props to this track, talking about how this reminds them of the old days. Nobody ever says that. They always say, oh, these new rappers are garbage. All they rap about is lean pills, how much money they can get, all that type of stuff, right? for them to give it up like they have been, this is ultimately a pivotal moment. And not only Gelo's already famous career, but his rap career. I think he could take this sound and make not one, not two, but 3 albums out of this unique sound, because it's such a unique pocket that he's already been accepted and co-signed for. No other rapper would try to mimic this type of unique style without blatantly being called, well, without obviously ripping off Gelo to the point where they will be called out, because this is technically your lane now. You have to take this and run with it. Let me show you something. Analytic Dreamz video on Spotify to see the video along with the audio. But if your next album cover don't look something like this, let's see if I can bring this out. Actually, when does this game come out? This is how you know I play games. This was off the dome. I totally just thought of this. Yeah, okay, so it came out early 2000s as well. If your album cover don't look something like this, let me tell you something. This is how you know I play games. I remember playing this game. I think it was like Ludacris or whatever you could play with. It was super fire. But anyways, Gelo. Everybody and the mom is giving you advice for marketing strategies, because right now you have found the gold mine. This is a unique sound that you've been co-signed for by the OGs. This sound, you run with it at least 2 to 3 years of a rap career, at least, at the very minimum, because this is not going to be easily replicated as far as being accepted as good music. People usually hate the old people and the old people trying to rap, and the old people hate the new people trying to rap. You have found, somehow, you have found the world peace in hip hop. So if your next album cover, if your next album cover don't look like this, it's a missed opportunity. But anyways, back to advice for Gelo, because obviously, you know, he has one of the more harder songs on a planet Earth right now. Like, let me get back to, you know, what I do best, right? So analytically speaking, this track is projected to be the 33rd most played track in the world. Mind you, this track is under Born to Ball Music Group. When I tell you Atlantic, Universal Music Group, and Warner is banging this man's door down to take hold of this track, best believe me, if this is already projected to be the 33rd most played track in the world, whenever you get a major machine like UMG, like Atlantic, like Warner, and I ain't gonna lie to you, this is gonna be hypocritical as far as the do business with us, right? Don't let any rapper convince you to sign to them. Sign to a major label that can give you the proper assets you need for a marketing strategy. Don't sign to, okay, I don't want to name drop, but I got to do it. I think Boosie would be the perfect feature for a remix. I'm not going to lie to you. I already know he's probably offered you a contract to sign under him. Look up Young Blue. Look up Boosie, and let's just say you do not want to sign to an artist. I say this all the time. Don't sign to an artist. You're going to be outshined every single time. So either sign to Atlantic, sign to Universal Music Group, or sign to Warner, or sign to Sony. Sign to a major label that has your best interests at heart, that will do a distribution license with you. Do not sign to an artist. Boosie, if he hits you with the, I will hop on a remix if you sign to me, guess what? He don't need to be on a remix. All right, my fault. That's enough advice. So anyways, getting back to what I was saying. This track right here has all the memes in the world, and they're all fire. I like this one. Actually, I like one that was NFL Street. I couldn't find it. This Madden one kept popping up. But my favorite was the NFL Street. Just like I brought up NBA Ballers, because I actually played that game back in the day. But I'm not even that old. I just played it, you know, obviously when I got older. You know what I mean? Don't be thinking, I mean, come on now. I'm not Unc. I am 24 going on 80, but I'm not Unc. So anyways, the NFL Street meme combined with Tweakers, I couldn't find it, but the NFL Street meme combined with Tweakers is my favorite meme so far. But these are kind of fire, so I like the compilation. This is already a great marketing strategy right here. Putting out the compilation of memes made to your song on your own personal IG. And then, of course, like always, we love to see new musicians rise in this industry, because they would definitely eat you up Diddy, like Maximum Diddy. Like, they would eat you up and spit you out. So that being said, here is another tidbit as far as advice, and this is from the Ashley France. Marketing strategy ideas for LiAngelo Ball and his song Tweaker. Let's all take a listen right now. See, I brought up Boosie, but if he gives you the ultimatum of I'm only hopping on a remix if you sign to me, guess what? You don't need him. You don't need him that bad. But hopefully he just hops on the remix I don't even know if it'd be for the free ski, but I would definitely pay for it. But you know, as far as signing to any musician, because that's what they're gonna try to do. They're gonna try to sign you to them to hop on your remix. It's gonna happen. Don't sign to them. Anyway, let's keep going.
You also need an open special remix with them.
Hey, she's spitting right now.
Roll up in an old school truck, dressed in early 2000s white attire, music.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. Now that I'm back in my regular setup, I gotta play my drop. Where my drop at?
But then, you know what I'm saying, I was like, damn, look at the state of hip-hop. Like, what's going on?
Man, sometimes I look at the state of hip-hop and I feel like Onika Tanya Mirage.
Damn, look at the state of hip-hop. Like, what's going on?
Like, what's going on? We finally have a rapper not talking about killing people and is being accepted. Man, we in a new day and age, and I love where it's going.
Club, warehouse, sweat dripping, all of the old school ballers from 2000. I need AI, I need Carmelo, I need the oversized jersey, the Nokia, all the vibe. While we're waiting on the video, I definitely, this song will different.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That's where she lost me a little bit, because that budget is going through the roof, which technically, to play devil's advocate to my own point that I just made, if you combine that with the advice I gave as far as signing with the actual major label instead of an artist, you will probably have the bigger budget to do this. So if you sign to a major label and not an artist, don't let LeVar Ball be like, hey, we just gonna keep this in house. Like, nah, if you want this to go to the heights, because the higher ups will stop this song if you don't sign to one of them. I'm being so serious. Just look at Drake right now. They will stop your music from getting to the heights if you look like you're not going to sign to anybody. So that's another thing. But anyways, let's keep going.
Okay, whether clubs, activations, pop-ups, Apple Bottom is coming back, religion, as well as...
See, that's what I'm saying. Follow her advice, because I would have told you to wear FUBU. We all know where that ended up.
All-Star, we have a travel party that you all the... And also come up, let me know.
When I tell you that's phenomenal, man, that is... Hold on. Where my drop at? Because I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It's not too often where I just listen to some advice. I'm like, man, somebody got to give her a job. Like, if she got a job off of that, I wouldn't even be mad at it. So for that, gotta clap it up. All right, well, all jokes aside, this is definitely running longer than I thought it was. But I ain't gonna lie to you, this song's fire. So when the song's fire, I feel like I have to give it his proper credit, because this is phenomenal. It's not even like it's a great meme song. Like, throughout the whole track, it's pretty... He was giving some bars, and he was consistently sticking with the theme. Like, obviously, you know, it was girls and stuff, but, you know, he was consistently sticking with the theme. The melodies, he switched up in the verse enough to let you know that he's able to deliver a solid verse. In totality, this may be one of the better hip-hop tracks of 2025. And for the simple fact that if you basically be yourself on a track, it could end up like this. Gelo was just in the studio. He probably thought he was rapping the most normal way possible. And then it came out like this, right? That's why it's always good to be yourself. So anyways, obviously we could tell at this point, everybody has compared this to 2000 style, definitely inspired by Southern rap. As far as the features, I think that definitely needs to happen. Overall, signed to a major label, not to an artist. Once again, I got to keep repeating that, because these artists make the same mistake. I mean, look at Forbes. These artists make the same mistake time and time again. Signed to a major label for a distribution deal. Don't sign to artists. Because they're definitely going to try to run game on you because you're so new to the hip hop industry. What else? So this track is projected to be the 33rd most played track in the world, outstreamed any other track in the past like 2 to 3 weeks. It's definitely not the top track. So as far as the ones that's usually in the top 50, it outstreamed, you know, obviously I said it's projected to be 33rd. So, you know, majority of songs is still higher than it, but it's definitely a listen to track, as it's already in the top 40. So with that being said, I think that's basically it. Gelo is definitely doing the best he can to keep promoting this track, which he seems to have a great hold on just fame in general, which I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of things we could talk about with Gelo. I mean, I actually follow hoops, so I know some of the things that kind of held Gelo back a little bit. You know what I mean? Like stealing for stuff you could have paid for, you know what I'm saying? But hey, that's why I saved that to the end, because I ain't trying to hate. I'm trying to put the positive critique in the front and let you know what's probably going to come on the back end, because they build you up to tear you down. But I do believe you have at least 2 to 3 years if you play this right. And don't forget the album cover. That's it. The album cover that I need for when you put this out, because this is what the world needs. Oh man, hold up, I'm pressing all the wrong button. All right, this is what the world needs right here. This is why I'm gonna leave it off at. And don't forget, Juice WRLD's Death Race for Love was literally a parody off a video game cover. So I'm on to something with this one, but hey, we're gonna figure out if he takes anybody's advice with this, and hopefully he does. Because I ain't gonna lie, I feel like a lot of people are giving him great, solid advice as far as what to do next with his career. But with that being said, click my link tree in my bio. Let me know on one of my social medias. What do you think about Gelo's super hot track? I mean, it's on flames currently, titled Tweaker. And ultimately, what do you think Gelo should do to continue the upward trajectory of his rap career?